В смысле? А я уже какой? А Джейн Хогвартс второй, все. Я потерялся. Так, со старта. Врыв. Пошел. Он все равно быстрее. Посмотрите, как... Блин, что поворот не вписал. Ну мы... Шансы есть. Все, я его догоняю. Все. Хотя бы уже могу догнать. Это уже хорошо. Того я бы, кстати, тоже догнал. Если бы мне 22 кольца было, 26, 27. Я по итогу бы догнал его. Блять! Нормально. Сейчас мы, походу, будем переигрывать. Ну, честно скажу, на клавиатуре мышки легче летать. Вместо одного лутать 2 ресурса, это тоже не очень хорошо. Ну и кто же тут? Кто же тут? Грим, 29. Да и херунда. Как тебе такое, Грим? 29. Стоп, стоп. Инсендио. Господи. Просто из-за того, что перепутал кнопки. Блин, тяжеловато что-то. Я путаюсь прям жестко, плюс мощно, на самом деле. Блин, а можно секунду передышки? Ага. Ага, не работает тебе, блядь. Особенно. Плюй в них, плюй. Да что вы за люди? Ну, давай, давай, крутись. На них не работает. Какой кал, вот то, что... Да, господи ты, боже мой. Шансы, да? Депульсио, депульсио, да? Ну давай попробуем. А ты можешь чуть... Немножко не то. Да он так медленно это колдует. Я комбо перепутал. Он так медленно депульсио колдует. Выучили 3-й уровень заклинания.
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings. Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
I actually have some moons for you.
Dear me, you have been busy. Incredible. Thank you. You're ready for the final Alahamora lesson. With this knowledge, no lock shall ever stand in your way. You have done all I asked. I only wish I knew who put those statues everywhere in the first place. Alas. If you do find more, please feel free to remove them. You'll be doing your caretaker a huge service. And if I ever find out who the bully is behind this cruel trick, I shall let you know. Thank you once again for your assistance and tenacity.
Ужас.
Now
Так,
that you've
ладно.
mastered Alahamora, no lock is unbreakable. But do feel free to keep finding demiguise statues and removing those moons.
Окей, договорились. Ждите новостей, ждем. Ждем. Таланты. Что по талантам? Здоровье. Ну вот это можно приобрести, это нужная вещь. И я бы ключевые. Он забыл на краю воздуха врагов, надо заполнять сильнее. Блин, это такое. Вот это неплохая тема. Так, при успешном магии с помощью протега заполняет магии, делает протега заполняет его еще сильнее. Блин, вот это, кстати, приобрести бы, потому что чтобы быстрее заполнялось. Кстати, вот это нормальная тема, хотя бы урон будет наносить. Блять. Хорошо. Пусть пока так. Дальше. Доступные задачи. Посетить занятия в течение... я забыл шары там сбить. Так, конкурентов. Темные глубины. Пойдем в темные глубины делать тогда. Так, ну погнали. Темные глубины нас ждут. Я хотел мир изучать, но я думаю, что дождусь следующего сезона года, зимы, и тогда вот и мир изучать. Хочу зимой этим заниматься.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Так. Ну что, я так... блядь.
Going for a swim?
Goodness, no. Though I'm beginning to think I really should learn how to swim. Can't very well be liaison to the mer people if I don't know how to swim.
You're a liaison to the mer people.
Well, not technically, no. At least not yet. The position doesn't actually exist at the moment, but I have a plan to change that. I'm Nerida, by the way. Nerida Roberts. We didn't officially meet, but we dueled in the Crossed Swans Club.
Yes, of course.
Это
Good to see you again.
Драйв с
And
бомжами, что ли?
you.
You seem quite interested in mer people.
I am. And they're as misunderstood and disregarded by wizard kind as goblins and centaurs are. I feel that if goblins and centaurs have liaison officers at the ministry, then the mer people should have one too.
Это достойно
I'm
осуществить.
impressed. I think reaching out to the mer people is a grand idea.
You do? Oh, thank you. Of course, I haven't exactly done anything just yet. I presented them with a gift a few weeks ago, and they wanted to leave me one as well, in one of their caves. Reciprocity and an offer to visit. I tried telling them I couldn't swim, but I'm afraid that bit got lost in translation. Mermish really is tricky.
Как волшебник относится к водному народу?
How has wizard kind fallen short in its treatment of mer people?
Well, we've consistently deemed mer people as being beneath us despite the many similarities between our cultures. One can hardly blame them for declining being status by the ministry years ago. Who are we to classify those of such beauty and intelligence?
Что ты должен делать такой
What do you
посредник?
imagine a liaison to the mer people would do?
Oh, so many things. I want to know everything I can about them. After I've mastered swimming, I perfect my mermish, of course. And I'd share with them anything they wanted to know about wizard kind. My hope is that by understanding each other better, both of our societies could grow.
Что тебя интересует в водяном
What
народе?
is it about the mer people that interests you so much?
I can't begin to tell you how brilliant they are. I mean, rumour is that tales about them have infiltrated even the Muggle world. The oldest known mer people, sirens, come from Greece. And of course Scotland has Selkies and Ireland is home to Merrows. I could go on for ages about them. Their glorious underwater communities, domestication of sea life, their art and music. It's a travesty how little is understood about them.
Well, I
могу
can
помочь.
swim and could help you if you'd like.
You'd really do that? Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. The last thing I want is for them to think I'd shunned their gift. Diplomacy is a delicate dance. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think you can dive down to their cave from just there in the water.
И где?
I can't wait to hear
Там,
about what you find.
кстати,
One
лодка
day
есть,
soon I'll see
если что,
for
на причале.
myself.
Но это так, к слову. Если ты плавать не умеешь. Ладно, так, это мы снимаем. Где у меня было специально? Вот его.
I just know it.
Ну, погнали. Нормально, осенью плавать в воде. Балдеж.
Look at this place. Did the mer people really leave Nerida an artifact?
Сейчас узнаем, что он ее оставил.
Revelio.
Понял. Не дурак.
Lumos.
Я могу сразу троих?
Now then, I'll need you to come with me.
Или по одной?
Now for the rest of you.
Отстой. Я думал, можно сразу всех. А, я понял.
Confringo.
А может и можно сразу всех?
Levioso.
Не то.
Lumos.
Так, раз. Да, по одной все равно. Понял.
What do we have in here then? Nerida will be happy about this.
И все. Ладно, пойдет. Блин, ну водиться в самый раз, конечно. Плохо, так приятно плавать. Балдеж. Челу плохо.
Your gift from the Mer people was exactly where they said it would be.
Oh, that's wonderful news. I was so worried I'd left it too long and they'd seen it as a slight. Our relationship with them is already so tenuous.
And I'm glad we helped to foster some healthy diplomatic relations.
Merlin's beard. It's marvelous. I'm going to show it to everyone, including the ministry. Should I hand deliver it or send by owl? Thank you again so much. You may have just helped improve relations between wizard kind and mer people for decades to come. I can't wait to study this.
О! Так, надо переодеться. А то люди не поймут. Ну, в принципе, норм. Так. Дай бог. О, ужас. Вот так, я считаю, нормально. Пойдет. Все, дальше пошли. И дальше. Так, сметать конкурентов. Пока нету. Летать. Пойдем на урок. Пойдем на урок. Мне кажется, кстати, это вот тот навык, который мне нужен для испытания Мерлина. Какой ужас.
Ironically, I didn't see ahead of time how bored I'd be in divination class. Duncan owes his reputation to you.
Не-не-не, вверх, ты чё? Только пришли, успокойся. Лучше бы тут уроки были как в Буле с мини-играми. Оценки получал бы. Очки зарабатывал для факультета. Ну, кто-то обдрестается, мне кажется. Я видел такое предсказание. О, вон я стою. Лево в углу. Да. Расскажет.
I hope those are
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
Триумф, опасность, я вижу. I see power.
I see good things. After all, the future's mine for
Что?
the taking, and I shall take what I must.
Чего?
The future is not etched in stone. It can be carved out by those with very
Там, по-моему, не
strong
такой ответ
wills,
был.
and you do seem to possess one. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And
Вообще.
if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your target.
Оп.
You have it. Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy?
А у вас тут откуда манекен? Нет. Так.
Excellent. I think you have it.
Да?
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
В смысле, ты не знаешь? Идем посмотрим, лол. Говорит, не знаю.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
Я понял, что это. Ладно, сейчас.
Revelio. Lumos.
Давайте корни говна, давай. Ё-моё. Я тебя не боюсь.
Confringo. Defender.
И все, вообще ни о чем. Блин, ну зелье супер имбовое на самом деле.
Revelio.
Блин, мне потом, возможно, надо будет сюда по квесту идти какому-то. Ну ладно. Кстати, я не думаю, что по квесту надо будет сюда идти, потому что квестовые подземелья там не показывают, сколько сундуков осталось. Ну, пойди, стоп. Да. Скорее всего, надо будет сюда идти.
Revelio.
Да, ладно. Вернемся. Ну, правда, тролля уже убил, ну ладно. Может заспавниться еще раз. Нужно будет зелье Максимов понаделать. Хорошее зелье.
Revelio.
Дающийся школьный плащ. Нет, том.
Confringo.
Статуя единорога. Заслуженно.
Revelio.
А вопрос теперь другой. А как мне выбраться?
Lumos.
Бля, это просто корни.
Incendio. Confringo.
Ну, вот так выбраться, я понял. А, пойдет. Ну, в принципе, один сундук мы полутали. Там еще что-то есть, какая-то могила, но это, скорее всего, сюжетное что-то. Отвлеклись опять в очередной раз, немножко. Уже по кустам идти. Нужно до зимы дожить. Оттуда уже можно... Привет, привет.
Welcome back. Have you finished
Hello,
your
Hamura.
assignments?
Да-да-да. Не смотрите, пожалуйста. Буквально секундочку. Я тут почищу вам, уберу столик. Потом весь пыльный. Вы, главное, пишите, продолжайте. Не смотрите. Огромное пальто лазурного цвета, понял.
Reporting back, Professor. Assignment's all finished.
Well done. Shows good discipline. Wisdom is a golden snitch, as they say, and you're proving a skilled seeker in that regard. Let us practice our restore momentum. A charm, incidentally, created to stop quaffles from plummeting straight to the ground during a Quidditch match. Precise, deliberate movements.
Арест моментум. Арестовать незамедлительно. А книги, да, надо потренировать?
Very good.
Какое-то пинание говна. Ну, кто это такой, правильно?
Welcome, everyone. I see you've
Хоть
already met
катсцена
some
есть.
of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just
Gerald?
keep an eye out for his tongue.
Карликовая пушишка? А если не
You can
карликовая
use my
пушишка?
brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts.
Это
like
для
to think it
поглаживания
enriches
твари,
his
после дохода, что
experience.
нажмите на поглаживать твари. Так. Серьезно? Ладно.
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better.
Я бы руками хотел это делать.
I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed?
А не слишком много тут завязано на этом, нет? Разработчик так не показалось? Ладно, так. Ну, вот так пойдет. Ешь.
What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition and cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them.
Блин, лучше
Miss
руками
Sweeting,
можно было чесать.
why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
О, жмыры, наконец-то.
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Ля, какие вообще балдеж.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes.
Ну, слизеринец. Сразу видно.
Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
А можно его отделать?
Tuss peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone.
Her name is Persephone.
That's really not funny.
Можно им леща прописать? Прям сейчас. Прям жесткого. Прям мощного.
Let's go.
Жалко, что отмудохать нельзя было. Козла, блядь.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the measles just as you did with Gerald.
Бля, жмуры какие
The
прикольные.
measles really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one.
А норм, что ему учитель замечания,
Let's do
кстати, не сделал вообще, ни одного.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see
Пушишки, ну
yourselves
пушишки,
out.
кал.
Now,
Ну прикольно, ладно.
where is our new student?
Блин, жмуры.
There you are. I would like a moment, please.
А я могу что-нибудь сделать со жмуром? Ну дать погладить жмура. Лол. Как хотел погладить жмура? Кто
A
такой?
happy beast is a giving beast. That's what Professor Howard always says, at least. If we treat... Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
Мне понравилось.
It was
Мне
wonderful.
понравилось.
I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
А ты рядом была, дура, ёптать, иди разберись.
Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control?
Я могу с
Professor
браконьерами
Weasley
справиться.
has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
I need to talk to you. Come here.
Что такое?
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
Звучит
You've
интересно.
intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I
Мне жалко,
said,
что отделать
we
все-таки
think
тех нельзя
alike.
было челиков.
Pleasant surprise.
Прям супер жалко. А поскольку его было написано просто Слизерин, ученик Слизерина, то хер его найдешь теперь.
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you.
Мразь.
Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead.
Ну?
Stand back.
Грифон. Ну, блядь, Грифон, нахуй. Ах. Жмыр получше будет.
Please meet Highwing.
Не, птица
Isn't she
какая-то.
just magnificent?
Нет.
Go
Жуткая
on,
тварь.
introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show
Гиппогриф
hippogriffs
это
the
чё?
proper
Ой,
courtesy
блядь.
before you approach them.
Никакого уважения к гиппогрифам. Ах. Чё?
I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come
Я
and check
хотел бы
on her
руками
every
это
once in a
делать.
while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
Она не опасна, но и не великолепна. Ну, не знаю.
I thought she was
Погриф.
brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
Пора их кончать.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
Да,
I
надо
think that's a
разобраться.
fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
А мне ж можно будет своих питомцев заиметь, я ж правильно понимаю? Так, вот это чмо. Что ты хотел?
Pardon me, sir, but about those curious demiguise statues I've seen.
What? Who are you? Why do you
Ты мне
ask?
письмо прислал, ты что, гонишь?
They're quite clever.
Oh, thank you. A lot of craftsmanship and care went into them. I assume.
So you did create them?
Yes, I did. It was a ploy to give that pathetic oaf Moon a taste of the grief he caused me years ago. You are the one who's been pilfering them.
I am, at the request of Mr. Moon. I received your owl on your stationery.
Ah, well, fitting Moon would enlist a student. Too cowardly to do it himself. Hasn't changed a bit. Even when we were at school, he was a cowardly bully. Gave me a horrible nickname, which I shan't repeat. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. Then I started seeing him around Hogsmeade. It was too much. Even if I do take satisfaction in that his life's destiny was to be a lowly caretaker.
Как трусливый хулиган дал мне прозвище, отделал бы его, раз он трусливый. Какой он хулиган, раз он трусливый? Ты о чем вообще? Еще более трусливый, чем он, получается.
And he's taught me a lot. He's terrified of those statues.
I know. You should have seen his face when that boggart appeared. Oh, priceless. That's when I knew what I needed to do. I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put a boggart in his path to learn his greatest fear. I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so to speak. The moons were an inspired play on his name. It worked brilliantly. Until you started clearing them out.
Да ты ничем не лучше, ты еще хуже. Ты лох.
You're no better than him. Perhaps it's time you both moved on.
Fair point, I suppose. If they've terrified him, as you say, he may have learned his lesson.
Ой, бля. Чел был в школе трусливым хулиганом, как это возможно, непонятно. Уже вырос, забыл про всю эту херню, а этот живет до сих пор. В смысле о том, что в школе его дразнили. Ебать, просто. Ну, лошок. Трусливый хулиган. Ну, отделал бы ты его. Ёптать. Пригрозился бы его отделать. Сам бы дал ему прозвище. Если он трусливый. Что? Ладно. Ой, одет я, конечно, да. Yes. А учителя не увидели, так сказать. Оп. Оп. Так. Ужас какой. Смотрите. Оп. Оп, все.
Mr. Moon, I've learned who's behind the demiguise statues.
Прикольно, приятель.
It was a classmate of yours that you bullied, Piers Pemberton.
Oh, I might have known. Pigtails Piers.
Пирс Косички? Это обидное прозвище.
Yes, him. That's the one.
Oh, he could always take a joke, Piers. He's playing with me. Ha! Hasn't changed a bit. Oh, I wonder if he still has the flowing locks. Pigtails. Clever man. I'd no idea he was so devious. I must go and congratulate him. Whatever statues remain seem less terrifying now that I know they were put out by old Pigtails. Continue collecting them if you like. As for me, I'm gonna go and pay a visit to my old friend.
Да ты выглядишь вдвое старше его, ты чё гонишь? Я первый. Я занял топ-1.
Hello, Imelda. So, another trial?
Of course it's another trial. And you'd better be taking part.
Придумала на мой
Does this mean
счет?
you've changed your mind about me?
Well, you're a step up from the good-for-nothings who usually challenge me. While they sit around and hope to be the best, I put in hours of practice. No one sets records by wishing for them. And I need strong competition to stay on top of my game. Are you going to try to beat my flying record or not?
Да. Серьезный соперник.
Strong competition? Could that have been a compliment, Imelda?
Go ahead, believe what you want. Makes no difference. Compliments make people soft. No one goes round telling me I did a fine job. Do I care?
Да.
No.
Думаете, это супер
I
заводит?
say I'm the best, and that's
Забудет.
all I need.
Извиняюсь.
So please, try to beat my record, 5th year, and don't be disappointed when you lose.
А ты какого курса? Ладно,
I'm ready to fly.
Finally, a decent challenge.
Она говорит, что она лучше, но там же в таблице лидеров не она была на первом месте, а кто-то пчел был, нет? Это вот она вообще, ну, ни о чем. Ни хрена, нет, стоп! Она что делает? Она меня догоняет.
I'd say that was acceptable.
Оп. Блин. Плохо. Шаров нету. Его я не увидел.
Brilliant.
Короче, ее мы точно победили, но топ-1, я думаю, я не займу. Оп.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Блин, ну, на клавиатуре, если честно, это легче делать. Ой, блядь.
Now that's more like it.
Да, было бы еще неплохо, если бы персонаж не разговаривал в этот момент.
I'd say that was acceptable.
Блин, это плохо.
This is rather fun.
Минута 59 секунд.
You've improved, I must admit. That was a bloody good run. Be careful. Earn a reputation for talent around here, and some people get put out about it.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Yes, well, I am. Anyway, you didn't do abysmally. I can't deny that. But you'll not have the same luck on the South Coast course.
Кто расстроился из-за твоего
You said
таланта?
your reputation for talent put some people out. Like whom?
If you must know, I've had to deal with jealousy from members of our house. When we were first years, Nerida Roberts and I spent loads of time on our brooms, pledged to fly every day. As my skill on a broom grew, rapidly I might add, Nerida suddenly didn't have time for flying practice. I tried to give her pointers, but she didn't have the natural ability I did. Clearly, she was jealous. Poor thing spends all her time now dawdling by the lake, obsessed with mer people. Won't
я
even
понял,
learn to
прикол.
swim. I
Мужичались.
refuse to downplay my talents to coddle someone else's fragile ego. Anyway, I need to ready the next course. Stop by when it's ready, if you can handle it.
Так, ее зовут Эмильда, да? Эмильда
We'll
Рейс.
see, won't we? Till next time.
I half expected you to back down. Rest on your laurels. See you at the South Coast trial, if you don't lose your nerve.